Keep fighting for hope. This is Amanda from Meditative Mondays, and today's video topic is on siblings and how they can contribute to an eating disorder. In this video, I'm not saying that siblings are the sole purpose of an eating disorder or that it's all their fault, because it's not. Well, for most cases, it's not. It's usually a mixture of our perception of our siblings, if you're the one who has the eating disorder, mixed with a whole bunch of other stuff. So, anyway, moving on. So, basically, the reason why I'm talking about this week is because I was just looking through pictures of my sister and I from when we were really young, and it just kind of brought me back to the mind frame that I had when I was younger, which was basically that if I didn't look like my sister and act like my sister, then I was bad. I was, the black sheep. Nobody would like me, that kind of thing. And just shooting out facts here, my sister was honestly thinner than I was. Just that's how her body was made. My body is made to be about 20 pounds heavier than her, to be more curvaceous than her, that kind of thing. She's the one who can eat anything and, be real thin the whole entire time. And I was always bigger than her, except for when I had my anorexia and recently, because she's gained a lot of weight recently, just randomly. It's kind of weird. So, well, I need to not judge her. Sorry. Anyway, so, what was I saying? Yeah, there we go. So I would always compare myself to her and compare my body to her, and, she was the one with, like, the bright, funny personality, and I was always the kind of, like, quiet one, the one who thought a lot and was shy and really anxious. Like, I was always really anxious, and I would like keep to my mom, and that's about it. Like, she would go around literally and talk to a stranger, and like that stranger could have been like crazy or something, and like all of a sudden become normal and nice. She just had that like random power over people. It was kind of crazy. But yeah, I would always just say to myself that I wasn't as good as her. I wasn't as thin as her. I wasn't pretty like her. She never wears makeup and she looks amazing. And if I don't wear makeup, like, it's a bad sight. Like, you do not want to see me without makeup. It's pretty bad. So, yeah, ever since I was little, I've, just thought of my sister as a goddess, and that, I wasn't anything like her. And, that's part of why my eating disorder started. Because I felt like I wasn't good enough. I felt like, if I didn't look right or didn't act right, then I wasn't deserving of space. So, that's my story. Sorry, it went on for a while. But, the one thing that helped me, in, seeing myself as a separate entity than my sister, and started looking at my body and seeing, yeah, my body's built differently, but that's okay. Everybody's body is perfect, the only thing that helped me was when we got a little space, like distance from each other, literally. We were always together when I was younger. And when she went to college, she went to college in another city. And while she's been there, and, you know, while I have my own room and I'm not constantly around her and that kind of thing, yeah, I do miss her, but I'm also really grateful because it taught me how to look at myself and stop comparing myself to my sister. You know, distance sometimes is the best thing for a relationship like that, because when you get that distance, you start connecting to who you are, because, you know, that's who you're with. Like, all the time, if you're sharing a room, because I shared a room with my sister, if you're sharing a room, you're constantly with that person. But if you have your own room and, you know, you have your own clothes, you know, hanging up in the closet, and you have your own jewelry and your own books, and everything is yours in your room, you know, that's the only person you're with when you're sleeping, you know. And I found that really helped me to just come back to who I was. No, it's not perfect. Sometimes I still do compare to myself to my sister, but it's a lot less frequent than it used to be. You know, I'm not constantly looking at her body and looking at mine and seeing how we're different and seeing how I'm bigger or how I feel bigger. You know, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm looking at my own body constantly, and that's just really helped me. So if that helps any of you guys, great. I love it. If it doesn't, message me and I'll try to help you out even more. Like, seriously, you guys can message me anytime. I'm gonna put my personal channel down below, and you can just inbox me, private message me. That's the same thing. You can private message me or leave me a comment on my channel, that kind of thing, and I'll get back to you. Alright, have a good week, and I will talk to you next Monday. Alright, bye.